karma came real quick for Jacinta Ngizwe and Phakel, the leaders of the March on March protesters in South Africa. We all know that, there have been a lot of things happening in South Africa. South Africans looting foreigner stores, burning down their houses, taking over their businesses. So recently, there was a fire outbreak in South Africa and it affected Phakel. His house in South Africa was burnt down. Not just Phakel, even Jacinta's family members' house were burnt down. Now they are crying and blaming foreigners for it. Let's take a look at some of the videos and we will be right back. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and share. Someone shouts karma in the comment section because this is karma. This karma came very, very fast for them.
So yesterday, something terrible happens to the black South Africans. All their shank were all burnt down. Yes. So I actually feel sorry for them. Imagine just coming back from March and March with empty stomach, realizing that your shank, your butcher house has been burnt down. This video you are seeing on my screen here is what happened yesterday. All their thousands of butcher houses, zinc houses, where the black South Africans, where the less privileged of black South Africans are living, we are all burnt down. So at this point, I think the Africans should feel sorry for the black South Africans because they are going through a lot in that country. And moreover, I just keep watching those videos where they are bringing their property out of the zinc houses. So I was even expecting for them to bring out set of chairs, big refrigerator, plasma TV, all these home appliances. But waiting at the city at their pockets, clothes, chair, we don't spoil. See, black South Africans are suffering in that country. You know what they say, fire the one house. If they expect they bring better property out, bro, nothing come out to. What is what they bring out? As you see for this video now, you can see say my clothes. The only thing we can see in our wardrobe, clothes, plastic chairs, pots, kettle, plates. It don't finish for property. Property don't finish. Now within the So at this point, I think Nigerians should, Africans should unite and feel sorry for black South Africans. You understand? So this video where they see what happened yesterday, thousands of shank of South African shank. I told you guys that all these places where they show now, all these beautiful story buildings, skyscraper where they show you, they are all owned by the whites. They are all built and owned by the whites. The black South African, their own territory, but they are all living in shank. They are all living in zinc house, in butcher house. Like you see in this video, this is their zinc and butcher house burning. And I feel sorry for them, to be honest. I feel sorry for them. So just type sorry for South Africans if you're African. if you are so if you're an African, you should feel sorry for South Africa. They are going through a lot in that country. A lot is going through them now. They have graduated from going through a lot. So now a lot is going through them.
There was a fire at Jikajo informal settlement. There was a fire and about 600 people have been displaced. They've lost their homes. They've lost their belongings. And according to SABC News, the victims are battling the freezing cold. Does this sound familiar? Does this ring a bell? A fire destroyed their homes over the weekend. It's very cold right now in South Africa, and around plus minus 600 South Africans are languishing in the cold at Jikajo informal settlement. Can I remind you about Jikajo informal settlement? Let me remind you. Whilst Jacinta was busy campaigning in June, before we got to the 30th of June, Jacinta held a rally, a march around this area. At the end of that march, if you remember correctly, a young lady was given the microphone and she was given an opportunity to what? To speak. This young lady got on the microphone and said, "My brothers have been killed. My brother was killed by a Malawian national in Jikajo informal settlement." Do you remember? Do you remember this story? Immediately she said that all those people that were angry and that had been hyped up by Jacinta started marching towards Jikajo informal settlement. This place housed a lot of Malawians. A lot of Malawians stayed in this informal settlement before the 30th of June. They marched to this place. They got hold of a Malawian national. They unalived that man through severe beating. Do you remember that? A Malawian man was unalived at Jikajo informal settlement after Jacinta had brought up a young woman to claim that her brother had been unalived by Malawians. Those claims were never verified. Somebody lost their life at Jikajo informal settlement, a foreign, and nobody cared. In fact, people were celebrating. Do you remember? Do you remember how the majority, or in fact almost all of the Malawians, after that man died, they ran away with their lives. Those are the very same Malawians that were gathered at that campsite that the eThekwini municipality was trying and, doing all sorts to try and help them, and the gift of the givers and so forth and so forth. Do you remember? So, whilst 600 South Africans have lost their belongings and they're suffering in the bitter cold, a larger number of Malawians also suffered in the bitter cold, and people were laughing and mocking them. So many news outlets mushroomed overnight, going to that camp, taking them videos, asking them numerous questions. These were at one point went there to taunt them. And they said, "We are going. Why are you coming here? We've already left our homes. We're in the camp. We're waiting for transport. Why are you coming to harass us in the camp?" The point I'm trying to make in this video is, what goes around surely comes around. It was very cold on the 30th of June and the days leading to the 30th of June. It is very cold now. How does it feel to sleep outside in cold weather? How does it feel to receive a call from your loved one saying they're stranded, they've nowhere to go, they're sleeping outside, they have no food, they've lost everything? How does it feel?
Don't smoke, don't break the ground button. I'm fighting for this country, but I'm
Hi, people, they don't talk too much anymore. They just say, "Ozani." Even the other ones, they don't ask, what's going on? Oh my goodness, guys, please. Ozani. What was this movie again of zombies? It was World War III, World War II. It was just a movie for zombies. But look at them. You see, when we're watching a movie for zombies, this is how zombies they do when they see a meat. When they see a human being. Hi, girl.
Somebody don't go set this one house on fire. Why he was on the streets beating people up, telling them to go home. Bro never knew he was coming home not to see home. His home was set ablaze. Bro, this guy go around beating people up. Now him did that one viral video where they ask one man to say, where are your papers? The man can't ask him, are you police? Now him, they don't set the house on fire. Bro is now homeless. You see, the reason why I'm so happy like this is because no one got hurt, for real. I'm really happy that this happened to him, honestly. May God bless whoever did this. I wish it was this guy. For real. This guy did over Sabi. This guy too pass waiting at it. I wish that this guy safe. But you, which kind of house be that one when they say they go set a place like that?
Phakel Ntakati thinks it is to march around, Johannesburg, Durban throughout the rest of his life. And these people, they are not. The issue is that one of all those march protesters, they don't know which house is which house. Any house that maybe they find this house attractive, they'll just burn it down. Any house they see, they just burn it down. Anything that they see, they just destroy and loot. They don't care. They don't even know who owns it. To tell you how gullible those people are, they're not working with their full sense. They are working with their Ikebe. They don't have, as in, I don't understand, I don't know how to describe this much people. That minister that called them talk really meant it. They are actually talks. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section, because this is getting too much. Please like this video and share.